Well, hopefully this thing is still going. Camera is still rolling. I want to take this time to do an update motovlog about the video that I uploaded about using the right tool for the right job. And a few of you recognize that it was kind of a joke. Hopefully, obviously it was a joke, and it's to basically point out the silliness of some of the gatekeeper, as HNX video media said, calls them gatekeepers. And essentially gatekeepers are know-it-alls, or FUDs, as some people call them in different communities. But yeah, it's really silly how some people either argue about a pointless issue or criticize people for using or purchasing something that's designed for one thing, but the argument is, well, what you bought will not function or is not the best tool for doing this other thing that I'm arguing about. And you know, that's like people who argue, well, you know, you've got a diesel 3500 pickup truck. Well, that's stupid for commuting because it gets so bad gas mileage. Why would you buy a vehicle like that? Well, they're ignoring the fact that, well, whoever bought that big diesel truck, you know, dually, also uses it to haul equipment, which is, you know, or haul tools and just general hauling things, because that's what the truck is designed for. But they also use it to commute, because just like in the video where I talked about, well, you know, the spoon can kind of do some of the things that a fork is designed to use, even though it's not the best tool for the job, but in a pinch it will still work. So if you have like a big 3500 dually pickup truck, you know, diesel, that gets like 15 miles a gallon, but you also use it to commute to work, but the majority of your job is hauling stuff, well, you know, the truck will do both. You know, it does the primary job very well for what it's designed for, hauling stuff, but it'll also be used for commuting. But so it's not the best tool for the job, but it'll get the job done, right? But some people are, well, with nothing better to do in their free time, will argue that, well, you should have this tool for that job, and you should have a different tool for a different job, because that's what the tool's designed to do. You know, of course, there's the age-old argument of you know, a 45 caliber pistol versus a 9mm pistol, right? Well, you know, everybody should have this tool because it'll do everything, versus, you know, well, you know, this other tool, this other pistol is only good for one thing, so you shouldn't get that tool. But woohoo! This thing's got a little pep. So, you know, but, you know, people who argue, well, your 9mm is stupid because it doesn't have the stopping knockdown over penetration power of a 45 or whatever, you know, whatever the argument is. You know, people will argue, but I wouldn't even say it's like a straw man argument. I don't know exactly. Well, I know what a straw man argument is, but it's kind of like a straw man argument in that what you're arguing doesn't make any sense, because they're two totally different things. And there's that phrase, you know, you can't compare apples. It's a apple, not an apples to apples comparison. It's a apples to oranges comparison. And there's a video on that too. Yes, you can compare apples and oranges, but they're totally different things. So it's an apples to oranges comparison or argument, in that you know, the 9mm was designed with one thing in mind, and the 45 was designed for another thing in mind. But both will do whatever they're designed to do very well, but there is some overlap. And in certain situations, it's either impractical to have both, or because of financial reasons, which everybody has financial situations or financial restrictions, right? Some people can afford the right tool for every job that they're going to do, and some people have to make do with what they can afford or what they have on hand. So when I hear an argument about, oh, well, you're using the wrong tool for the wrong job, or for the job that it's not designed for, it's like, well, okay, yes, but it's all I could afford. So it just, I don't know, it will never end. There will always be people who bring up those arguments. Just like I'm riding a 300cc motorcycle, and I use it to commute. And some people have some kind of argument. Oh, you need to get a bigger motorcycle because you know, you can get seen better, or it doesn't have the pickup, or you know, it's only good for a beginner. You shouldn't buy this CC motorcycle as a beginner, because you're going to want something bigger eventually, right? And those are probably valid arguments, but I know, as an experience, a little more experience than a beginner rider, I know what I want, and what I want a bike that's designed for a certain purpose to do. So that's why I bought this motorcycle, because I know that I want to use it for commuting. And even though it's not, you know, a track ready bike per se, and it doesn't have 0 to 60 in 3-second capabilities, it does what I need it to do. And can I ride it on the highway? Yeah, I can ride it, but is it the best motorcycle to have on the highway? Probably not, but it'll get the job done, right? And given that if this is all I could afford, that's the best choice for my situation. So anyway, that's what I was trying to get at in that video about getting the right tool for the job. And you know, people who argue, well, you're using the wrong tool, you need this tool. That's you know, some people just, like I said, have nothing better to do than complain about much ado about nothing. All right, that's all I got. I'll catch you guys later, and stay safe out there.